We're at the Benzinga Cannabis Capital Conference with Jon Najarian of CNBC and Investitute. Jon, thanks for joining us.
Great to be with you again. We always get together about every 3 months or so.
It's so much fun.
One of these events.
You've seen him be super serious, but he's also into the cannabis industry. Can you tell us a little bit about how you got interested in this fascinating,
Sure. And I'm super serious about cannabis.
I know you are.
I'm serious about it, Javier, because I see it as being, three different parts. One, scientific, and I'm completely serious about that.
Yeah.
Two, medical, whether it's PTSD for soldiers, whether it's epilepsy for kids, whatever it might be, the medical uses for these, for cannabis is going to be off the charts. I think those two alone are going to drive it to $500 million. I mean, $500 billion,
Yeah.
500 billion. On the other hand, the recreational side, I think, is another 500 billion. And so I think my friend Todd Harrison, who runs a cannabis hedge fund called CB1 Capital, Todd wrote that article saying, I believe this is going to be $1 trillion industry. I believe this will be $1 trillion industry. But again, it's all three. I think it has, Javier, and you've written about this, I think, rather eloquently. I think the positives about it are that it has these multi-use cases. There will be booms and there will be fortunes made in cannabis. There will also be a lot of money lost because every boom comes with a bust. And then it's the people that buy it on the bust that end up making more money than anybody else.
Would you dare speculate a little bit with the timing of the bust?
Sure.
When do you see it coming?
I think the bust is a couple years off. And I think one of the reasons is Canadian stocks are here, US stocks are here. Why is that? Because they can't bank, which is a mistake that they can't bank, but they can't bank in the United States. They are denied
safe
credit card access.
Might change that.
Right, a lot. Safe banking, which has, I think, 20 senators have signed on with this.
Yeah.
I think 150 members of the House. Still, neither is close to a majority. And I know that they're not voting on these. These are just people that have gotten it to the committee stage. But it might be years before that happens. When that happens, I think that's when you get that hockey stick into the boom. And then you've got to beware. You've got to be quick. We've already seen that with Tilray. You're going to see it with other stocks too, that as good as the companies are, when they either catch shorts in them, like Tilray probably did, or when they just have too many people getting in for fear of missing out. We know how that ended for crypto. And I think the same sort of thing can play out in any market. Doesn't matter if it's cannabis, crypto, or tech.
So you said Canadian stocks are here, US stocks are here. Do you see this happening or this happening?
I see Canadian stocks up here, US stocks here. When that hockey stick starts happening, they're going to flip. Because there are more people that smoke or use marijuana, cannabis products in Los Angeles than in all of Canada.
Yeah.
So when you told me that fact, I said, okay, so where do you think the money's going to be made? South of where we are right now. We're in Toronto, so down in the United States. But the impediment is they have a hard time getting capital. They can't go to banks to raise capital because normally if you had a good business, you could raise a bond, you could borrow money from a bank. Cannabis companies in the US can't do that.
Thanks for taking the time.
Thank you, Javier.